Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of United Kingdom numismatics as we explore the top 5 most valuable UK 2 shilling coins. These coins are not just pieces of metal, they are historical treasures, each with its own story, rarity, and value. We'll cover different years, mint marks, and conditions, providing collectors and hobbyists with an insightful guide to some of the most sought-after pieces in the 2 shilling series. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 1 penny 1988, specifically in fine condition. At first glance, the 1988 1 penny might seem like an ordinary copper coin that many people remember from daily pocket change. However, when we look closer through the eyes of collectors and auction houses, we begin to see why even a common-looking penny can spark interest. In this video, we'll uncover the history behind the coin, examine its unique design and composition, discuss its rarity and demand, especially even in damaged condition, and analyze its current auction market value in US dollars. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this detailed breakdown will help you understand why the 1988 UK 1 penny still holds a place in the collecting world. The 1988 United Kingdom 1 penny was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch whose portrait has appeared on British coinage for decades. By 1988, the UK had been using the decimal system for over 15 years, following the major currency change in 1971. The 1 penny coin played a vital role in everyday transactions, representing the lowest denomination in circulation and symbolizing the stability of Britain's modern monetary system. The obverse of the 1988 penny features the third crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf, which was used from 1985 to 1997. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the royal diadem, giving the coin a dignified and classic appearance. The reverse design continued the traditional portcullis with chains, a symbol deeply rooted in British heraldry and parliamentary history, reinforcing the coin's national identity point. One of the most notable features of the 1988 1 penny is its composition. Unlike earlier bronze pennies, this coin was made of copper-plated steel, a change introduced in 1992 but preceded by experimental and transitional minting practices that collectors often scrutinize closely. In fine condition, the coin typically shows moderate wear, with clear details still visible on both the Queen's portrait and the portcullis design. The legends, including Elizabeth II times D times G times Reg times F times D on the obverse and 1 penny with the date on the reverse, remain readable and balanced. The coin's reddish-brown tone, weight, and magnetic properties can also attract collectors interested in minting variations and long-term changes in British coin production. While the 1988 1 penny was minted in large numbers, rarity in numismatics is not always about low mintage alone. Collector demand can be influenced by condition, errors, and historical context. Even in damaged or heavily circulated condition, the 1988 penny can still attract interest, especially when found in bulk collections or as part of complete year sets. Some collectors seek damaged examples to study circulation patterns, metal wear, or minting flaws such as off-center strikes, weak details, or unusual surface marks. These imperfections, when authenticated, can sometimes increase desirability. Additionally, nostalgia plays a strong role. Many collectors who grew up in the 1980s actively seek coins from their childhood, keeping demand alive even for well-worn specimens. In terms of auction market value, a standard 1988 UK 1 penny in fine condition generally sells for a modest price. On average, such coins can range from $433,000, depending on eye appeal and overall preservation. However, uncirculated or near-mint examples can reach higher values, sometimes selling for $322,000 or more at specialized auctions. Coins with verified mint errors or unusual characteristics can command significantly higher prices, occasionally reaching $123,000 or beyond. Damaged coins usually sell for less, often under $1, unless they display a rare or collectible anomaly. These values may seem small, but they highlight how even everyday coins can gain value when placed in the right numismatic context. For collectors interested in the 1988 1 penny, the first step is proper identification and grading. Use a magnifying glass to inspect details, check for unusual features, and confirm authenticity. Storing the coin correctly, preferably in a protective holder or coin flip, helps preserve its condition and long-term value. If you suspect an error or variety, consider consulting a professional grading service or experienced dealer. Building a complete run of 1 penny coins from the 1980s can also add appeal and value to your collection. Finally, stay informed by watching auction results and coin market trends, as values can change over time with collector interest. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1 penny 1988 may not be the rarest or most expensive coin in British numismatics, but it remains an important and collectible piece of modern history. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II, its classic portcullis design, and its place within the evolving story of UK coinage make it worthy of attention. Whether in fine condition, damaged, or even featuring a minting error, this humble penny proves that every coin has a story and sometimes a surprising value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1988 one penny, next up the United Kingdom one penny dated 1999, specifically in circulated condition. At first glance, this copper-plated coin may seem ordinary, something many people have carried in their pockets without a second thought. However, as we'll explore in this video, even common coins can hold surprising interest when viewed through the lens of history, minting context, collector demand, and auction market behavior. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the 1999 UK one penny still deserves attention and what it can realistically be worth today in US dollars. The United Kingdom one penny coin has a long and proud history that stretches back centuries, but the version we know today was introduced following the decimalisation of British currency in 1971. By 1999, the one penny was already a deeply established part of everyday life in the UK, used constantly for small purchases and change. The 1999 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period marked by massive coin production to meet circulation demands. At this time, the Royal Mint was producing millions of pennies each year, ensuring that coins like the 1999 one penny were widely available across the country. This high mintage plays a key role in understanding both the rarity and value of this coin today. The 1999 UK one penny features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. This effigy is known for its realistic and mature depiction of the Queen, and it remained in use for many years. The reverse design shows the portcullis with chains, a powerful symbol of British heritage and authority, along with the inscription one penny. The coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it the classic reddish-brown appearance many collectors associate with modern British pennies. While there are no major design changes unique only to 1999, the coin still represents an important chapter in late 20th century UK coinage and circulated or damaged condition. The 1999 one penny is not considered rare in a traditional sense. Millions were minted, and many remain in circulation or stored in collections. However, collector demand can still exist, especially among beginners, date collectors, or those building complete year-by-year penny sets. In damaged condition such as heavy wear, scratches, discoloration, or corrosion, the coin's appeal is mostly educational or sentimental rather than financial. That said, certain minting errors, such as off-center strikes, missing details, or unusual metal flaws, can significantly increase interest, even if the coin itself shows circulation wear. When it comes to auction market value, a standard 1999 UK one penny in circulated condition typically sells for a very modest amount. In most cases, these coins are valued between $332,000 depending on overall condition and buyer interest. Heavily damaged examples may sell for even less, often in bulk lots rather than individually. However, if a circulated coin shows a genuine and verifiable mint error, auction prices can rise dramatically, sometimes reaching $221,000 or more, depending on the rarity and visibility of the error. It's important to remember that condition, originality, and buyer demand all play a role in determining final auction prices. For collectors interested in the 1999 UK one penny, the key is knowing what to look for. Always examine coins carefully under good lighting, checking for unusual features or errors that may set one example apart from millions of others. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce its value and damage the surface permanently. Storing even circulated coins in protective holders can help prevent further wear. If you believe you found an error coin, consider getting a second opinion from an experienced collector or professional grading service before listing it for sale or auction. In conclusion, the United Kingdom one penny from 1999 in circulated condition may not be a hidden treasure worth hundreds of dollars, but it still holds a meaningful place in modern British coinage. Its value lies in its accessibility, historical context, and the lessons it offers collectors about minting, circulation, and market demand. Whether you're a beginner building your first collection or an experienced numismatist searching for rare errors, the 1999 one penny reminds us that every coin has a story. Sometimes, the most ordinary coins are the perfect starting point for an extraordinary collecting journey. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny dated 1996, specifically in dirty or heavily circulated condition. Coins like this are often found at the bottom of old jars, drawers, or forgotten purses, darkened by years of use and exposure. While it may not shine like an uncirculated example, the 1996 one penny still has a story to tell. In this video, we'll uncover its background, examine its design, discuss its rarity and damaged condition, and explore what kind of auction market value it can realistically achieve today in US dollars. The one penny coin is one of the most iconic denominations in British history. And by 1996 it had already been a part of everyday life for decades following the UK's decimalisation in 1971. The 1996 issue was produced during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, at a time when cash was still heavily used for daily transactions. Millions of one-penny coins were struck each year by the Royal Mint to meet public demand. As a result, the 1996 pennies circulated widely across the United Kingdom, passing through countless hands. This heavy circulation is exactly why many examples today are found in dirty or worn condition, bearing visible signs of their long service in the economy. The 1996 UK one penny features the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Ian Rankbroadley. This portrait is admired for its detailed and dignified appearance, showing the Queen wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. On the reverse, the coin displays the classic portcullis with chains, a symbol deeply rooted in British history and associated with Parliament and national security. The coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a reddish-brown colour that often darkens over time. In dirty condition, the surface may appear blackened or uneven, which is common for coins exposed to moisture, oils, and environmental elements. In terms of rarity, the 1996 one penny is not rare in a general sense due to its very high mintage. However, dirty or damaged examples tell a different story from a collecting perspective. Most collectors prefer clean, well-preserved coins, so demand for dirty pennies is usually limited. That said, some collectors actively seek heavily circulated or damaged coins to illustrate the effects of long-term use or to complete circulated date sets. Additionally, any unusual features such as minting errors, doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or metal defects can make even a dirty coin desirable. In such cases, the damage does not necessarily reduce interest and can even highlight unique characteristics. When it comes to auction market value, a standard 1996 UK one penny in dirty condition generally sells for a very low price. Most examples fall within the range of $421,000, often sold in bulk lots rather than as individual pieces. Coins with extreme wear or heavy corrosion may struggle to attract bidders at all. However, if a dirty 1996 penny shows a genuine mint error or unusual variety, auction prices can rise significantly, sometimes reaching $314,000 or more depending on the rarity and severity of the error. As always, actual sale prices depend on buyer interest, presentation, and verification. For collectors who come across a dirty 1996 one penny, the first rule is not to clean it. Cleaning a coin can permanently damage its surface and reduce any potential value it might have. Instead, examine the coin carefully using a magnifying glass to look for unusual features or errors. Proper storage is also important. Placing the coin in a protective holder can prevent further deterioration. If you suspect the coin may have a rare error, consider consulting an experienced numismatist or submitting it to a professional grading service for evaluation. In conclusion, the United Kingdom one penny from 1996 in dirty condition may not be a high-value treasure, but it still holds significance in the world of coin collecting. Its value lies not in its monetary worth, but in its historical context and the story it tells about everyday life in late 20th century Britain. For beginners, it's an affordable entry point into collecting, and for seasoned collectors, it's a reminder that even the most common coins can be interesting when examined closely. Every coin has a journey, and the worn, dirty 1996 penny is no exception. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny dated 2004, specifically in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may appear simple and ordinary, yet it represents an important moment in the long-running story of British decimal coinage. Throughout this video, we will explore the history behind the 2004 one penny, its design features, its rarity and collector demand even when damaged, and finally, its realistic auction market value in US dollars. The one penny coin has been an essential part of the UK monetary system since decimalisation in 1971. By 2004, cash transactions were still very common, and the Royal Mint produced large quantities of low-denomination coins to support everyday use. The 2004 one penny was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period characterised by stability and consistency in British coin design. These coins were heavily circulated, used in shops, public transport, and daily transactions across the country. Because of this wide circulation, examples in fine condition today show moderate wear but still retain clear design details, making them appealing to collectors who appreciate realistic, circulated coins. The obverse of the 2004 UK one penny features the Ian Rankbroadley portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which is widely respected for its lifelike detail and dignified appearance. The Queen is shown wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with crisp lettering surrounding the portrait. On the reverse, the coin displays the iconic portcullis with chains, a symbol deeply rooted in British history and associated with Parliament and national identity. The coin is made from copper-plated steel, giving it a warm reddish tone that often softens with age. In fine condition, most of the major design elements remain visible, although some smoothing can be seen on the highest points due to circulation. In terms of rarity, the 2004 one penny is not considered rare due to its high mintage. However, collector interest does not disappear entirely, even when the coin is damaged or heavily worn. Some collectors focus on completing full date runs of decimal pennies, including examples in circulated or damaged condition. Others are interested in error coins, where striking flaws, misaligned designs, or metal defects add uniqueness. While damage generally lowers value, a damaged 2004 penny with a genuine mint error can still attract attention and demand within the collector community. When we look at auction market values, a standard 2004 UK one penny in fine condition typically sells for a modest amount. In most online auctions and coin markets, these coins are valued between $413,000, depending on eye appeal and overall preservation. Coins in slightly better condition can sometimes reach higher prices, especially when sold individually rather than in bulk lots. Damaged examples usually sell for less, unless they feature a notable mint error. Error coins from this year, even if circulated, can sometimes fetch $116,000 or more, depending on rarity and collector interest. For collectors interested in the 2004 one penny, careful inspection is essential. Always examine coins under good lighting and magnification to spot any unusual features or errors. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can damage the surface and reduce its value. Store coins in protective holders or coin flips to prevent further wear and corrosion. If you believe you have found a rare error or unusually well-preserved example, consider seeking advice from a professional numismatist or submitting the coin for grading. In conclusion, the United Kingdom one penny from 2004 in fine condition may not be a high-value rarity, but it remains a meaningful and collectible piece of modern British history. Its true value lies in its role as a widely used everyday coin and as part of the broader story of UK decimal coinage. For beginners, it offers an affordable and accessible entry into collecting, while for experienced collectors, it provides opportunities to explore varieties, errors, and condition-based differences. Even the simplest coins can be fascinating when you take the time to look closely. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny dated the year 2000. Specifically, we are focusing on a bad or damaged condition example of this coin and exploring an important question collectors often ask: can a worn, scratched, or heavily circulated penny from 2000 still have value, and is there any collector demand for it at auction? By the end of this video, you'll understand the history behind the coin, its defining features, why condition matters so much, and what kind of prices, if any, these coins can realistically achieve in today's market when sold in US dollars. The year 2000 was a symbolic moment for the United Kingdom and the rest of the world, marking the turn of the millennium. By this time, the British one penny coin had already undergone major changes compared to its older pre-decimal ancestors. The 2000 penny belongs to the modern decimal coinage system introduced in 1971, and it was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. These coins were produced in very large quantities to meet everyday circulation needs, as cash usage was still widespread at the start of the new millennium. Unlike older Victorian or early 20th century pennies, the 2000 issue was never intended to be scarce. However, modern coins often gain interest years later due to minting errors, unusual wear patterns, or their role as part of a significant historical period. The UK one penny coin from 2000 is made of copper-plated steel, a material introduced in the early 1990s to reduce production costs. On the obverse, the coin features the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley, showing a mature and dignified profile of the monarch facing right. The reverse displays part of the royal shield, specifically the segment representing England, with lions passant, which was part of a larger shield design spanning multiple denominations. The coin has a diameter of 20.3 mm and weighs 3.56 grams. Even in bad condition, these design elements are usually still recognizable, although heavy wear, corrosion, or scratches can obscure fine details and significantly affect appeal. In terms of rarity, a standard 2001 penny coin is not rare at all. Millions were struck, and many remain in circulation or stored away in jars and drawers. When the coin is in bad condition, showing heavy wear, discoloration, corrosion, or damage, the collector demand drops even further. Most serious collectors prefer coins in fine, very fine, or uncirculated condition. However, damaged coins can still attract interest if they show something unusual, such as an off-center strike, a misaligned die, or another genuine mint error. Without such an error, a badly worn 2000 penny is typically valued more as a curiosity or bulk item rather than a collectible centerpiece. When we look at actual auction and marketplace activity, the reality becomes very clear. A UK one penny from 2000 in bad or heavily circulated condition usually sells for a very modest amount. In most cases, the value ranges from $314,000, often sold in large mixed lots rather than individually. Some sellers list them for higher prices online, but completed auction results show that buyers are rarely willing to pay more unless the coin has a verified error or unusual feature. If a genuine mint error is present and confirmed, values can rise significantly, sometimes reaching $122,000 or more, depending on the type and severity of the error. Without that, the coin's value remains close to face value. For collectors, the most important tip is to examine your coins carefully before dismissing them. Even a badly worn penny can be worth a closer look under magnification. Check for unusual markings, doubled lettering, off-center designs, or metal flaws. It's also wise to compare your coin with standard reference images to ensure any odd features are not simply damage from circulation. If you believe you found an error, consider having the coin evaluated by a knowledgeable collector or a reputable dealer. Finally, remember that modern coins are best collected as part of a broader set such as a complete year run or a type collection rather than as standalone investments. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1 penny from the year 2000 in bad condition is not a rare or highly valuable coin in most cases. Its large mintage and modern age mean that heavy wear significantly limits collector interest and auction value. Still, it holds a small but meaningful place in numismatic history as a coin from the millennium year, and it serves as an excellent learning piece for new collectors. While its market value in dollars is usually modest, the excitement of checking everyday coins for hidden errors keeps the hobby alive and engaging. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the UK 1 penny 2000, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video about rare and valuable coins. Share your thoughts in the comments.